Hi, welcome to my channel. This is Teacher Perry. In this video we are going to tackle this question, which is on locus and construction. It's a question that came in 2023. So the people who had written this paper were actually required to construct a trapezium. So the first set of instructions read saying construct a trapezium ABCD, in which AB is equal to 10 centimeters. So you have to break this one down. Answer it part by part. So saying the first line is actually 10 centimeters. So what you do is you pick 10 centimeters from your meter rule. So here is how you set up your pair of compasses. You make sure that the pencil is even with the sharp part. Once you set up this, you use it to pick 10 centimeters, or you can simply draw this. So what I'll do is I'll draw 10 centimeters on the piece of paper. I make a mark, and this mark has to end here. Let me show you. When you're picking these marks, you make sure that you start from 0 and you go up to the final mark. So now I can make that line. So that's 10 centimeters. You indicate this is A and this one is point B. We move on and we check what they're saying here. So the second set of instructions read that B is equal to, that's BC. BC is equal to 8 centimeters. So what we do is we pick 8 centimeters from here. So you place your pair of compasses at 0 and extend it to 8 centimeters. Make sure that you're accurate enough and you don't miss the points. So 8 centimeters is here. Now I've seen so many people making mistakes. Instead of picking that, what they do is they just get the meter rule and then they draw a line. You don't do that. So what we do is we plant the pair of compasses on B. Remember they're saying that's BC. And then we strike an arc. So this arc has to be faint because it's not an object line. Once we are done, we get back to our set of instructions. And then they're saying AD is equal to 7 centimeters. And we know A is here, so D is somewhere where we don't know, but it should be up there. So I'm going to pick 7 centimeters from the meter rule. Okay, so that's it. So what I'll do now is I'll shift the pair of compasses, plant it on point A, and then strike an arc. Yeah. Alright, we are done with that. Let's move on and check out what else they want us to do. So they're saying angle ABC is equal to 60 degrees. So you check out, you have 3 letters. So the middle letter signals or indicates the point where the angle has to be. So we're going to angle B, and the angle that we're going to construct has to be 60 degrees. So take note of how I'm actually aligning this baseline with the line that I've drawn. Then this line, which is actually pointing at 90 degrees, should be on that point B. Now here you might have a question. Which reading are we picking, or which scale are we going with? Is it this one on top or this one at the bottom? So one thing that you need to know is when you put your protractor on your right side, you have to make use of the upper scale. So you start from this side. Okay. So here you go. We're starting from 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 60 is here. So you simply make a point. That's where the line will pass. So the point is here. So what we do is we draw a line from B through that point, and this one is the confinement of the line. So I'm going to draw this line. And this time around, I'm actually making a bold line because I know its confinement. Then here, I can actually make a mark so as to indicate that the angle that I've drawn here is 60 degrees. Very important. $60. Let's move on. This is all about just following instructions. And then they're saying angle BAD is 90 degrees. So they want you to draw angle 90 on point A, since it's the one which is the middle of the three letters. So we get our protractor, plant it here, see how I'm actually aligning it with the baseline. Then I check 90 is here, right? So I'm going to make a mark and then draw a line. I know its confinement. I know how far it's going to go. The confinement is the arc that I made in the first place. Okay. We can indicate this is 90 degrees. Now, all right. Let's check if there's anything else. Okay, so we are done with the first set of instructions. So since our goal is to draw a trapezium, we can actually finish it now. We conjoin the 2 points now. And here we have a trapezium. For simply doing this, you walk away with 1 mark. Now remember, we're saying this is AB, that's AB. Then we have BC, which is equal to 8 centimeters. So this one is BC. So it's starting from B and it's terminating on C. Then this is AD. So I'm going to write D there. We've drawn the trapezium. Let's move on to the next set of instructions. Now these are pretty important. They're saying measure and write the length of CD. CD is this line here. So I'm going to get my meter rule, and I will make sure that when reading this, I start from 0. So I'm going to place the 0 mark at the beginning of the line there on point D, and check out this one. So this line is actually ending here. So this is 7.1. So I can indicate right here, say CD is equal to 7.1 centimeters. Okay, there we go. We check on other sets of instructions. Now, these are things that we teach one by one, and you need to know what they imply. So they're saying within the trapezium, ABCD, draw the locus of points which are, so we start with the first one, 2 centimeters from CD. So if you're dealing with the locus of points which are 2 centimeters or any distance from a straight line, this is a straight line because we have 2 points, point C and point D. You need to know that that's a parallel line. Okay, so where is CD? CD is here. And I'm saying we need to draw the locus of points which are 2 centimeters. So what you need to do is you pick 2 centimeters from your meter rule. See what I'm doing? Then what you do now is you plant the pair of compasses on CD, then you strike an arc. This has to be a faint arc. You shift your pair of compasses, plant it elsewhere, then you strike another arc. So when you're done, you can now put your rule and make sure that you align it with the tips of those axes that you've drawn. So this line has to touch the axes. So this line has to be bold as the final line. We are done with that locus of points. Let's move on to the second one. So they're saying the locus of points which are 9 centimeters from B. Yeah, 9 centimeters from B. So what you do is you pick 9 centimeters, don't draw things anyhow. Pick the 9 centimeters using your pair of compasses. Plant it at 0, extend it to 9. So what you need to know what this locus of points is. If they're saying the locus of points is 9 centimeters from B, what it means is we are going to draw a circle because it's from a point. It's equal in distance from point B. So where's point B? Point B is here. We've extended the pair of compasses to 9 centimeters. So I'm going to plant it here, then strike an arc. This one can actually be a bold line. Now remember, there's a condition. They're saying all these loci of points should be within the trapezium. So we're done with that one. Then we move on to the last one. They're saying the locus of points which are equidistant from AB and AD. So what we're going to draw is actually a line which is equal in distance from line AB and line AD. This one is actually an angle bisector. So what you do is you consider the common point, which is A, and that's an angle which we are going to bisect. So we go to angle A, and then we open our pair of compasses to any dimension, but make sure that the pencil and the sharp part are actually even. Open it to any dimension. Plant it here, then strike an arc. After striking an arc, shift the pair of compasses, plant it here. Our goal is to bisect that angle. Strike another arc, shift it and plant it on the other end. Then you strike another arc. So what we've done is we've come up with an intersection point where the line will actually pass through. Then you draw a line all the way through the intersection point. So we are done with that, and let's check. For just doing what we've done so far, we've actually walked away with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. 6 points, which are actually so many. Let's move on to the last part now. They're saying a point E is within the trapezium ABCD. Okay, so here you only have to read with understanding. Okay, and this point is such that it's greater than or equal to 2 centimeters. Okay, equal to or greater than 2 centimeters. So if it's equal to or greater than 2 centimeters, we know we are starting from here. It's equal to or greater, meaning it's within this region, because from here to there is 2 centimeters. Yeah, from CD. And then it's less than or equal to 9 centimeters. So which of all those loci that we had constructed is equal to 9 centimeters? It's the arc, right? So we know the point is not here, but it's within this region. Then it's less than or equal to 9 centimeters, meaning it's here, not beyond this arc here. So it's within this region. 9 centimeters from B and nearer to AD, than AB. Indicate by shading the region in which E must lie. So the region is actually this one, right? We can indicate that this is point E. And by just doing everything that we've done, we've actually scoped all the marks which are here: 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is how simple this question is. So actually do other questions in the next videos. Make sure that you stay tuned, stay subscribed, and make sure that you share with all those who are likely to write exams this year. Thank you so much for watching.